A harassment protection order filed by one Scottsbluff County elected official against another has been dropped. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, the Scottsbluff County Register of Deeds says she has decided to drop the harassment protection order entered on her behalf by the court against Commissioner Charlie Knapper. In an email to local media, Jean Bauer says it was a very hard decision, as she firmly stands behind every allegation contained in the petition and remains fearful of Knapper regarding her safety and that of her family. Knapper denied the allegations, calling them absurd, and had filed a request for hearing, which had been scheduled for Thursday before the case was dismissed earlier this week without prejudice. Bauer said moving forward, her concern is for the benefit of Scottsbluff County and how the county is being portrayed in the public eye. Meanwhile, Election Commissioner Kelly Sides tells KNEB News that the ballots in Knapper's recall election have been placed in the mail. More than 4,400 registered voters have the option to either mail in their ballot, which must arrive by September 9th, or drop off their ballot at the clerk's office or the official ballot drop box outside the county administration building by 5 p.m. that same day. Well, an agitated man who prompted a large law enforcement response Thursday night in Minutair has been arraigned on charges of terroristic threats and disturbing the peace. 56-year-old Thomas Gonzalez of Minutair was taken into custody after authorities received a report that there was a man in someone else's backyard and possibly armed with a firearm. Members from the Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Office, Gering Police Department, and Nebraska State Patrol responded and ended up establishing a perimeter around a house on 2nd Street in Minutair. Bond was set at $16,500, and he'll be back in court tomorrow for his preliminary hearing. And officials with Nebraska Game and Parks report that the body of an adult man was recovered from Lake McConaughey yesterday after a search and rescue effort that started on Sunday. An autopsy has been ordered to determine the cause of death and to help identify the man. Just before 8 p.m. on Sunday, Game and Parks officers received a report of a kayak found overturned and empty near the Lemoyne Bay boat ramp. Conservation officers, along with the Keystone Lemoyne Fire and Rescue and the Keith County Sheriff's Office, conducted a search for the man using marine sonar until dark and resumed their search Monday morning, with the man located and recovered by the Keystone Lemoyne Fire and Rescue dive team shortly after 1 p.m. The incident remains under investigation. We'll have more news right after this.
Whether you're gardening, searching for the perfect vacation home, or planning your next travel destination, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisors, Jody Rosiska and Kevin Figg, get to know you, your passions, and your vision for the future, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Welcome back. A day that many have been waiting for has arrived as the Lake Mac Casino and Racetrack is opening today. The schedule of events will be the gates opening at 1 p.m., followed by a ribbon cutting, 3 quarter horse races, and then the opening of the temporary casino at 4 p.m. During the State Racing and Gaming Commission meeting last Friday, Sharon Hasselhoff with Elite Casinos says they've been working diligently towards this day.
We have spent the last 10 months working to construct a $31.2 million racetrack and temporary casino that this community and the state of Nebraska can be proud of. The cost is nearly $50 million when you add in all the equipment, fixtures, and furniture. We are currently at 110 employees with a few more positions to fill.
The NRGC gave conditional approval for the gaming license but only after granting a temporary racing license to Hastings Exhibition and Racing. Commissioner Jeff Gallion noted that other Nebraska racetracks have agreements where they get a cut of casino proceeds, but Hastings Exhibition Racing went a different route with only 10% of that money to the Ogallala track and 90% to a separate LLC as consulting fees.
The end result of that is instead of 100% of that money going to the racetrack, going to race purses, going to owners and trainers, going to gas stations, hotels, restaurants, getting respent in Ogallala and Keith County. Instead of that, only 10% goes that way. And the other 90% is going to an LLC owned by Brian Jordy and Brianne Becker.
Commissioners want further clarification on whether the arrangement satisfies state law that the holder of a track operator license must be a nonprofit. The gaming license to Elite was granted with a provision that no money be paid to the consulting LLC until the nonprofit track operating question is settled. Well, U.S. Senator Deb Fischer says she will be carefully watching what happens during President Trump's 30-day federalization of law enforcement in the nation's capital, including the use of National Guard troops. Fischer recently told KNB News that she pays close attention to her surroundings when she's out and about away from Capitol Hill, but even her office has been touched by crime on D.C. streets.
In fact, I had a staff member last week where there were a couple young people in a car in a safe place in Washington on Capitol Hill. He was walking to the office to work, and one of them jumped out of the car and pointed a gun at him.
The Nebraska Republican said she wants not just staff to feel safe, but the people who live there, tourists who visit for the history, and citizens who want to go to Washington to see how government works. Fischer says there are multiple sides to the issue that are not necessarily opposed, and she's hopeful that the step by Trump will bring a focus to the issues that people face.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scotts Bluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Chris Kittrell with you again today on the Rural Radio Network. Into the first full week of school now, and those first competition dates are rapidly approaching. Fall sports previews continued today as we take a look at what should be a very good Gering volleyball team. A year ago, a still young Bulldog squad finished 24-12, and Gering got themselves in a position to host a district final where they lost to York in 4 sets. Gering head coach Amanda Cochran hoping that loss can actually propel them forward this year to bigger and better things.
Absolutely. They talk about it all the time, how hungry they are. Talca State is going to be coming real quick. Like, we have goals at the end of the year. We want to keep improving and just keep getting better throughout our season.
Coach returning a very strong core this season led by juniors J.C. Cochran and Jaxie John. I talked to both of them last week, and John says a real strong suit for the team heading into the year should be team chemistry.
We have 5 returning starters on our varsity squad, which is great because we've all played together for so long. And I'd say we have some of the best team chemistry, at least in the Panhandle for sure. We've all been playing together for so long and have had so many games together, camps together, whatever. So we are going to see that on the court, our team chemistry.
Coach Cochran's daughter, JC, might have buried the lead just a tad when asked what the strengths of the team will be this season.
Yeah, I think our DSs do a really good job, and we have a couple new ones coming in, and they're just going to really push us and make us better. And then our hitting, of course, front row, we just like to pound it, and I'm looking forward to that this summer.
Over the years in working with Coach Cochran, it's been very apparent how big she is on effort and never giving up on a ball or a point, and it sounds like her team this season is going to live up to those expectations and then some.
Oh, man, they are very blue-collar. Our defenders, our back row, hold a lot of power. They have passion. They will dive anywhere for a ball. So looking forward to a great season. Those girls are going to be working their behinds off in that back row to put a ball up for our front row.
Gering, along with other programs in the region, will be heading up to Chadron for a jamboree night on Thursday, and then Gering opens at home next Thursday. That'll be the 28th. They'll host Alliance before playing at the Douglas, Wyoming tournament on the 29th and 30th. Stay tuned for more fall sports previews here on KNEB.TV, the website, and on air.
It's time for an upgrade, and don't spend a dime for 2 years. That's right, 0 zip zilch, with no money down, no interest, and no payments for 24 months. That's August 2027. Say goodbye to drafts and outdated design, and hello to our acclaimed replacement windows and our stunning ensemble entry doors. Get energy-efficient windows and doors and beautiful upgrades with 0 regrets. Call today or visit rbawyoming.com to book your free estimate.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, WNCC is hosting a community job fair on Wednesday, giving students and local residents a chance to connect with employers. Student Success Advisor Ashley Harmon says the fair is focused on part-time and flexible jobs, which many people now prefer following the shift in work-life balance after COVID. Employers will range from certified trade positions to customer service roles, with hopes of having some sort of career opportunity for everyone who attends this week's job fair.
But we also are looking for just the regular jobs like we have at the YMCA will be there. They have several positions open like lifeguarding and things like that, as well as just like the customer service realm, taking care of that. WNCC is hiring a bunch of part-time positions too. And so if you wanted to work for the college, that is also available as well.
The fair is open to everyone, not just students, and past events have even led to on-the-spot hiring. Harmon encourages attendees to bring a resume, a positive attitude, and be ready to meet businesses eager to hire. The event runs from 9 to 11 a.m. in the Welcome Center's pit on campus. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.